Welcome everybody to this stream. iOS Red is just about to begin with 13 teams playing today. My name is Peter Counterfeit Harnell, bringing you all the action all the way up until the end. Unfortunately, Hacksaw is still away at Gameloft Montreal, so he won't be able to join us for today. But we will be getting started very soon. So with that in mind, let's take a look across at who we've got in the bracket for today. We've got Violence Red up at the top as our #1 seed. Cold Hearted and Confident competing to go and take those guys on. Nuclear Winter going up against Kids. All Stars against Last Hours. Destiny Red waiting for the winner of Brothershood and Bang Esports. Vol Team and Vitamin Dead. And Score Gaming on #2 seed down right at the other end of the bracket. We have already got our game #1 between Vol Team and Vitamin Dead pretty much ready to go, just loading in right now. So we'll be heading over there in just a moment. Let's get things started for the day, all official like. So, as you guys can see, the French team, Vol Team, who I believe, yes, are running the full Vol lineup, with Perillo probably being the main player from them, who I haven't seen at least as often. Vitamin Dead, a team from the UK over on the red side of things, our #10 seed coming into this one. I believe that we've only seen Vitamin Dead a couple of times. Last time, in fact, they played was in Red February Cup #1, in which they did lose out to Vol Team in the third round of competition. So you have to know the Vitamin Dead are looking for a little bit of revenge here and now. How you guys doing in the chat? You can see that you're definitely keen for us to get started, and hopefully it will not disappoint. Now we are all up and underway. It looks like one of the Vitamin Dead though have lost one of their players in the early going, which may throw off the perhaps early estimation of these guys being a little bit even, because if we look down at those health bars at the bottom of the screen, a lot of those Vitamin Dead players have getting knocked out in quick succession and being eliminated before they're able to really find their feet. Monica, oh never mind, Monica doing a lot of the action for Vol Team so far, with Master in hot pursuit. Actually going to overtake in the early going, but it's still very much early days. Would be a huge coup for Vitamin Dead to be able to take a game off the Vol Team, one of the tournament favourites to win. We'll see how it goes. I certainly would imagine for Vitamin D that they are going to be hoping and praying for their last player to make their way into the game, even up the numbers a little bit. Though we are seeing some nice individual play from the ones who are in the game anyway. CEO, 2CE. I have a feeling that's some sort of name which I'm not really recognising, but hey, CEO doing some pretty nice work with the pistol up in close quarters. LMX2K, this is using an iPad Pro with Air Server to transmit across to a computer, so this is entirely on an iPad, just with some overlay elements added in with OBS Studio. Vol Master getting a kill through there, down to very low health, but manages to survive the experience. It looks to me like we're seeing the kind of, well, some elements of the classic strategy of conversion coming in, playing the very defensive style. Vol Team playing a more aggressive variation, where they've taken control over the right hand side of the map, which is usually the kind of shooting gallery, but are also spreading out their members into the map to try and punish Vitamin Dead as much as possible, while the numbers advantage lie in the French team's favour. 3 minutes and a half signals the halfway mark in the match, and Vol Team look extremely dominant. Ayaz and Bot though do actually win out that trade, but Vol Team so close to their 50. that I kind of feel like it's almost a foregone conclusion, irrespective of how much Vitamin Dead put out. Perhaps they will just want to show that they're capable of hanging tough with the Vol team. Certainly, we're seeing some strong individual plays, but nice string of kills there for Vol team. Pushes that kill number ever higher and higher. Hey, Alpha Beta Gamma, nice to see ya. Runish Beaten, when we'll be doing for Android. The Android one will be next week, next Saturday, I believe. If you'd like to check on where and when all of the upcoming events are, just follow Nightbot's clues towards the ESL page, and it should have all of the upcoming events listed there for your perusal. And I believe if you're logged in, it will also do it in your native time zone as well, if that's all set up correctly, which is pretty handy. Anyway, back into things. Pirello, Monica and the rest of the Vol team, 1 kill away from securing our first win of the day. And just like that, it's going to be a pretty crushing 24 kill victory. But this is the kind of thing we will be expecting from the early going of the tournament. These are going to be when the teams are kind of the most disparate in skill. Vitamin Dead, I think, suffering because of their missing 5th player, but I don't know if that would have been a difference maker. We'll see what happens in game number 2, so please do stay tuned, and we'll be bringing you that very soon. Alright, let's get things underway once more as Vol Team go head to head with Vitamin Dead. Last time round it seemed like it was pretty dominant for the French team Vol Team. But there were some good standout individual plays from the Vitamin Dead side. It looks like perhaps that fifth player who was missing during the first game is still unfortunately not part of the second, so Vitamin Dead will just have to make do with what they have got. Yeah, great to see some of you familiar faces over in the chat. Hero Gaming Simon, nice to see you as well. Hola a todos. ¿Cómo están todos? How's everyone doing? Alright, in the first round, first minute of play actually, iOS doing some pretty nice work on the sniper rifle that finds Volmaster, kills him actually extremely quickly. We'll see if they can carry on making a performance like that. The fog on the rooftop is a little bit harder to see through for the players than it is for us as godlike observers as we are, because we don't have as much of a highlight around the players as oh, sorry, we have much more of a highlight around the players than they do, I believe. Still, considering what happened in game number 1, Vitamin Dead are doing a pretty good job of managing Vol Team so far, keeping things equal 4-4, keeping themselves down in the lower parts of the rooftops, and trying to avoid getting into a full-on skirmish, full-on team fight with the French Vol Team. Bulletproof gets a kill onto Stress, and CEO gets one on the Perillo as well, before being traded back as Araz almost goes after a teammate there. Incursion coming down the stairs from Master and Vici to be able to pull the Vol Team back into the lead, but I'm liking the game plan so far from Vitamin Dead. Perillo being taken out as well. In these close quarters, these narrow confines, Vol Team aren't committing fully to this attack. And I think it's making it a lot easier for Vitamin Dead to stay competitive. Bulletproof getting a kill there before being taken out. Vol Team back in the lead. It looks like they are bringing down all the heavy hitters into the close quarters and getting things really messy. Stress and Monica both getting kills. Vitamin Dead starting to fall behind quite dramatically. Master and Monica getting more kills. Master looking for that long range shot. Won't land it this time round, but has already hit 6. Zahad Zayed, nice to see you too. B-Dog Gamer, you hate MC5. Well, thank you for dropping by. I hope you enjoy the stream, even if the game is not your cup of tea. Vol Team, now with a 10 kill lead, looking very good for smashing through this first round of competition against Vitamin Dead. The kills just keep on coming. That kill feed down the left hand side almost entirely filled up with blue. Whoever wins out in this series, and it's looking likely to be Vol Team, will go up against our number 2 seed, Score Gaming, in the next round of competition, our first quarterfinals. And speaking of quarterfinals, we'll be starting our giveaways once this match has concluded. If Vol Team has its way, having now nearly completely taken over the bottom floors, that will be happening pretty darn soon. Stress working some exceptional skills on the recon class. Will get taken down though, just to put a lie to my words. It seems like Vitamin Dead have transitioned themselves up towards the top side, and we've got the respawn or potential respawn trap coming in. Bot sends a grenade wide though, still firing with the recon. Will land for a couple of kills. Vitamin Dead not completely out of the fight as of yet. Bot will finally fall to Perillo, as Vol Team also transition up to the top, trying to bring as much firepower to bear on the individual members of Vitamin Dead as possible. 2 minutes 15 left for Vol Team to find just 9 kills. Vitamin Dead definitely putting up much more of a fight in game number 2 as we see the rockets flying around. IRAZ that's done some really nice work so far this game, and the CEO also doing some pretty decent assault work, but I think it's going to be way too much pouring out of the Vault side. Wonder what Score Gaming think of this, because they're not playing a game right now. They've got to buy through the first round, so I'd imagine they'll be watching this game and seeing what Vol team are capable of. It's going to give them pause for thought, I am sure. Alright, a quick 2-0. Just letting Winter know, who is our admin for today. Gaston Gonzalez, if you'd like to join in on a future tournaments, Nightbot will show you the way. Hey Walid, how's it going? So that's our first game of the day done and dusted. We'll be popping ourselves to a quick break, and we'll be back with another game or a custom game if a tournament game is not forthcoming. Once that timer counts down to 0, our first giveaway will be, as always, over on the Twitch platform. The details will be coming onto screen in just a few minutes, so stay tuned for that. Alright guys, let's get back into things. Vol team fresh off their win against Vitamin Dead, now going up against Score Gaming. This should be a stonker of a game and probably the best game of our quarterfinals, as two titans of Modern Combat 5 go head to head in the early going. Vol team having dropped their seeding by changing out their team to a new iteration means they have to play against the better teams earlier. Score from Mexico against Vol from France should be a pretty good series, to say the least. Let's see what they've got in store for us. Early on, it's going to be Monica swinging that hatchet and getting 4 early kills. Really nice stuff. Vol team rolling over Score Gaming in the first minute of play. Zenti gets the first kill for Score of the first minute. But wow, Vol team real fired up after their win over Vitamin Dead, I think. Monica almost getting taken down, but almost definitely not enough this time around. Monica not even waiting for the full regen before getting stuck back in again, and that might have been a little bit of a mistake. We'll get taken down there for, I believe, the first time in this particular game, but Vol, even without Monica's hatchet, still doing some pretty amazing work. Master 7-0, make that 8-0. Game mixed up in close quarters, goes 1v3. Will get taken out, I think even a bit much for Master. Goes in trying to look for the melee kill. Doesn't quite get it to get the roll reset. But Vol team keep on getting those kills, they keep on coming. Vol starting to take a few more casualties though. Perhaps getting a little over eager in their quest for Score Gaming blood. Monica and Perillo both getting kills though. I think we're starting to see the numbers really, yes, Monica and Master. For Vol, Monica and Master seem to be doing the real kill streaks so far. For Score Gaming, a little bit more even, but relying heavily on Gibbs, who does get a nice double kill coming through there. 8 and 6 so far. We're starting to get into the kind of territory of the Vol team numbers. And is that the real Score? With a disappointed face. Well, Score Gaming representing Mexico, having a little bit of a rough start, but they are on number 2 seeds for a reason. They have performed against the very best teams in Modern Combat 5. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt for, at least for the moment, that Score may have just had a little bit of a warm-up issue perhaps. Vol team with that one series already done and dusted, I think, very well prepared for this game. But as I said before, these are two massive Modern Combat 5 teams. They're both deeply capable, but Vol team just seem to be the ones who've really seized the advantage early on. Score Gaming quietly are catching up a little bit, but I feel like the speed at which they're catching up on Vol isn't anywhere near enough to bring them back into things. Gibbs and Fabian getting kills for Score Gaming. I think Score will probably end this out maybe 15 kills behind. But I don't see any way they're catching up on Vol unless something particularly crazy happens. Monica gonna go 1v2 against Score. Won't work out tremendously well. Gonna look for that melee kill. I think just missing out on it a bit there. But Vol are still extremely close with only 3 minutes left to play and only 7 kills left to find. Julia Mendez, hey there, over on the Mob Crash page. Gaston Gonzalez. The next, if you look on the eslgaming.com play.eslgaming.com/moderncombat/global, the next tournament will be on Sunday the 17th of February for the Android platform, followed by iOS on midnight that same day. And of course there'll be the red following the day after. But just like that, Vol take game number 1 against Score. Honestly, I was a little surprised to see Score Gaming taken down quite that way by Vol. But hey, I admire the fighting spirit of the Vol side. Gaston Gonzalez, you couldn't enter, you were all busy. That's too bad. But don't worry, there'll be plenty more tournaments coming your way next week, starting on Saturday and ending on Sunday. I don't know if Radu is watching this request nerfed lag a little bit. I don't believe Radu is with us today. But you can always send an email into moderncombatcommunity@gmail.com. That's up at the top of the screen, if you'd like to make your thoughts known. Alright guys, we'll be heading to a break and we'll be back with that second game between Vol and Score coming up soon.
Alright guys, we are back into things after surprise
Domination in game 1 from Vol team. Score Gaming now on the brink of being eliminated in their first round after coming in as the number 2 seed. Bruno Fretes, if that's remotely how to say your name. We will try and get some community games in over the course of today. I sincerely appreciate your enthusiasm for wanting to play on stream. SSN Santa, I hope you do enjoy this next game between Vol and Score. So, in game number 1, Vol were able to seize themselves a huge advantage in the early going, which they were able to ride all the way across the finish line. It looks like this time round, though, Score Gaming not as willing to take this kind of treatment from Vol team, trading back. Though the trade's not maybe quite as fruitful as they might have hoped for. Certainly it's looking better on Scramble than it was for Score last time round. Gibbs was the big player for them. We can already see the rest of Score Gaming deployed to try and give Gibbs some cover, I suspect. Gibbs almost getting tagged there, down to absolute minimal health. And I'm not quite sure what it is you're kind of asking me there. You want me to copy and paste something you write here in chat? I'm not really sure what you mean. MC5 Haxel, good to know that you're not feeling the ills anymore. Score Gaming, I think, are feeling a little bit better in game number 2. It feels a little strange to say that even though Vol are winning, it's a step forward for Score that Vol are not winning as dramatically, perhaps, as they were in game number 1. I don't know if you want to type. Welcome in Bengali language. Oh sure, yes. If any of you guys would like to add your own language to the opening screen, then please feel more than free to do so. I've been using Google Translate, which apparently has not been doing a very good job. So, if you've got anything that's not currently shown on the main screen saying welcome or something along those lines, then please do so. Though I will run anything that anyone gives me through Google Translate to make sure that no one's trolling me. Oh boy. MC5 Tax, do you think Gom Attacks is what's needed for Score in this situation? You are right that we are not seeing Gom Attacks playing today. Gom Attacks is one of those big name players. And yes, to not have them on the field perhaps could be the secret ingredient that is missing from Score Gaming this time round. Score are starting to fall further behind, just like game number 1. Hero Gaming Simon, good to see you. All the cat faces that you can handle. You'll be glad to know that Slipper, my booty cat, is sleeping on the bed just a couple of feet away from me. You'll definitely know when he's awake because he'll start yowling. Delightful. But hey, maybe we can get him up on commentary to co-host today's broadcast. And I wrote, yep, that's completely fine. Just post it into the chat and I'll put it onto the opening screen. So anyone who speaks Bengali can also feel welcome. I'm hoping one day to completely fill up that screen with everything. Alright, back into proceedings. Vol team now 11 ahead as we cross the halfway mark. Score Gaming look to be in a whole world of trouble. Stress got through some nice kills there, but it is going to be Molika once more. We need to keep our eyes on the most closely. 14 and 3 so far, rocking the lack, bringing the kills in bunches. Molika gets the airstrike coming across as well, takes out Gibbs. Owen goes down as well. Despite the best efforts of Score to turn this game 2 around, it's seeming like more of the same, more power coming out from the Vol side. And with Vol looking like they're going to beat the number 2 seed in this game 2, the rest of the tournament all the way up to the semis and the finals should be pretty straightforward for them. We'll see how the rest of the bracket does play out. And we will have a Twitch giveaway drawn after this game is done, which should be in just a few short moments. MC5 Tax on Monica is doing an amazing job. That makes it a swift 2-0 for Vol team. We'll have to say goodbye for the time being to Score Gaming. How briefly we knew ye, but hopefully they'll be back again for another crack at the whip. Alright, and up. We've got those words in the chat, so let's deploy them on stream. There we go. Alright, up. Thank you for that. We'll be back with our next match coming up soon. Though, we do need to draw our Twitch giveaway winner. So, let's see. Our Twitch giveaway winner will be the Master of the Dog and Ice Cream, which sounds like a delightful pub. Hero Gaming MC5. So Hero Gaming MC5, if you can post your deets, then we'll make sure you get those 400 credit arenas. Just gonna bring up my records of all winners past, present, and future. To note down your details. There we go. It is the 11th of the 2nd. And I hope, thank you for giving me some extra language to throw up on the main page. But for now, we'll be going to a break, and we'll bring you our next game coming up soon. Well, I was just about to start this community game, but unfortunately, for any chances of that, we have literally just received the pass key for the next match, which will be between Nuclear Winter and the Last Devils. So apologies for maybe getting your hopes up with that last screen. I know a few of you guys are very keen on having a community game, but we always have to prioritize those tournament matches, I'm afraid. So we'll be back in a couple of minutes with the pre-game lobby between Nuclear Winter and the Last Devils. Just putting the pass key in now. We might be able to just drop you guys onto that rather than the break screen beforehand. We'll see if the lobby is up. So I'll get us in there so we can just relax in comfort while we wait for that particular one to start. It looks like Last Devils will be playing over on the blue side and Nuclear Winter over on the red, but it's a little hard to tell because nobody's really settled into place yet. But hey, please do stay tuned and we will have that game starting as soon as the players are ready and able. Alright guys, it looks like we're not going to be having the advertised match, unfortunately, as you may have guessed from how long we ended up sitting in that lobby waiting for something to happen. So as a small token of my esteem for all of your patience, I'd love for you to come join me on the construction site for a team battle live on stream. So, ESL 123 as always will be the passkey to fame and fortune. Come join me. Realize your destiny. And maybe build a sandcastle, I don't know, on the construction site. Hopefully a few of you guys are free to join in. Not seeing anyone so far. I feel so alone. Why don't you come and take away that lonely feeling. There we go, reverse duck face. Thank you for joining in. And pity pay. Let's see if we can get ourselves some players in before we get our next tournament match underway. We have a wizard in our midst. Excellent stuff. Overtime need to update capture the flags for the wrong errors, I guess. Oh, that's interesting, Killaplis. I've not actually tried capture the flag on overtime. We can give that a try a bit later on, just to check that is the case. And then, if you could send in an email to that email address up in the top right hand corner of the screen, with a link to the timestamp of this video once we, of us playing on that map as capture the flag, that would be great. FBI Iron Man, thank you for joining in. We'll just get a couple more on each team and then we'll get started. Well, I'm loath to kind of go away from the screens because this being up on screen is kind of what lets people get into game. So just to give you guys an update, the Vol team and the Last Devils have made it through to the semi-finals. The other quarterfinals going on at the moment are Violence Red and Confident, and Destiny R and Bang Esports. So the results of those quarterfinals will of course result in our semi-final slots. Our Facebook giveaway is still ongoing. Once we get into a semi-final game, which will be most likely after this custom game has concluded, then the Facebook giveaway will be drawn. So please do get your entries in there before the chance slips on by. That's hashtag Semi on Facebook. I know we haven't kind of got to semis yet, but hey, who cares? It's all good. Alright, it looks like we're not going to get any more players immediately, but you can come and join in once the game is underway. ESL 123 will let you in to the door and onto the stream to play in front of all your comrades. Optisen El Juga. I wonder if that's begin the game. That would make sense in this kind of context. Optimize the game. Aha. I see. Angels, if you're having problems with playing the game on your particular device, you think it's because of optimization problems, definitely get in touch. modderncombatcommunity@gmail.com, up in the top right of the screen. If you send in an email with your particular model of device, it may well be that Gameloft can actually optimize better for your particular one. So very much worth sending that in. Alright, let's get things underway. And who's picked up those early kills, you might wonder? It's FBI Army Man himself. 2-0, rocking the British camo on the gun. Nice bit of sucking up there, FBI Army Man. Appreciate ya. Good bit of flankeroonies though as well. I have turned off the armor cores for this, so we don't have the... Oh, and it's also not a free-for-all, so we don't have the whole issue of recons be able to sneak up on absolutely everybody. But FBI Army Man is managing it anyway. 1987 gaming, not a fan of Modern Combat 5, I can tell. There's just something which makes you think that from the things you're saying. But thank you for dropping by the stream anyway. I can only thank someone doubly as much for watching a stream of a game that they don't like, as opposed to a game that they do. Hey, weirdest channel, I don't think I said hello to you as of yet, as FBI Iron Man runs right into the entirety of the blue team. Let's jump around and spend a little bit of time with the trash. Contrast? I don't know. Hey, Yusuf Nasir. Good to see you. You seem very enthusiastic. The kind of person who'd use 4 exclamation marks in a row is not someone I would take lightly. Trash manages to take out Duckface, but will fall down in return. Eating worms for the moment, as Trash goes back to join the rest of the team. Gets flankeroonied though by Brams. Let's jump across to Brams and see what other shenanigans they're getting up to. Yes, Yusuf, I don't think I've seen your name before, so if you are new, welcome to the stream. Oh, I see. You are a player for Nuclear Winter. I'm afraid I don't know anything about the admin decision that happened there. But if you'd like any more detail, well, the kind of thing to do is to file a ticket with an admin if you'd like some more information about what happened there, if that's not already clear. Alright, we've actually got more blue players than we have red players, but it's still incredibly close. Who's going to come out on top? Brams, we noticed before, being a sneaky beaky. And that will be it. Let's have a look and see who our standout players were. So, rocking the FBI Army Men, rocking the red nose and antlers to prove themselves one of Santa's little helpers, will share the top spot with Brams. So congratulations FBI Army Man and Brams for showing off on stream. We have got a semi-final game coming up, so with that in mind, I'm going to draw the Facebook winner now. Our Facebook winner is Subber Angel. Subber Angel, if you can post your dog tag and a platform, then you'll be getting your 400 credits coming your way in the next couple of weeks. We have our first semi-final coming up between Violence Red and the Last Devils. Things heating up in this cup. It runs over the Red February Cup number 2. We'll be getting underway again in just a few minutes, so please do stay tuned. Alright guys, thank you for your patience so far. Don't really know what happened there. Last Devils having a little bit of a player issue perhaps to delay the start of our semi-finals. I can only apologise on behalf of the teams for that. And hope you guys are still here afterwards. I can... Naif, Abaz, yes. You did, in fact. We all waited quite a long time for that game to start, which is very unfortunate. But hey, now at least we're in, and we're in the museum. Valence Red coming out of the gate swinging, picking up 5 kills in the first 30 seconds. Last Devils trying to fire back, but Caspier, the Spear of Destiny for Valence Red, 3-0 so far. Only fired 3 shots in this match, every one of them claiming the Devil's hooves. Vio is a nub. Okay, Vio is a nub is actually a Violence member. I hadn't quite picked up on that. X-Trips, Yakwugug Fugubura. You think Valence Red is going to win? Well, certainly going by the first minute in which Valence Red got over a fifth of the way towards victory. Certainly, if things continue in that fashion, Valence Red will not only win this first game of the semi-finals, but they will win it in extremely quick fashion. But, we'll see. One of the Last Devils, who I suspect may well be the one who was causing us the delay to start with, has dropped out. So it's 5v4 either way around it. I can certainly appreciate the Last Devils wanting to try and play with a full team lineup if possible. Didn't happen this time round, unfortunately for them. We'll see how the rest of the game goes. Let's check in with Caspier, still 3-0. That accuracy having dropped quite considerably. It looks like instead it's Vio is a nub getting those kills more recently. Knife Abbas. Well, the final is a little way off. Destiny versus Vol Team semi-final is going on simultaneously with this, as Vio is a nub takes some shelter next to Big Head. So I think we might, well, if it continues to be as one-sided as it has been so far, Valence Red doubling the score of the Last Devils, then we may well have time to see a little bit of the Destiny versus Vol Team other semi-final. Mob Crush giveaway is ongoing at the moment. Hashtag semi over there if you want your chance at 400 Creditorinos. Valence Red, keep them pumping out the damage. Let's see. It's actually going to be Bofon. Slipping through the cracks a little bit there. 9 kills so far. Actually, the standout player that we haven't even had a chance to talk about as of yet. Rocking the BSW. And, oh, that's an interesting camo. Neat. It looks kind of futuristic. They're doing incredible good work so far. And great positioning. Born out there as Bofon goes 1v3. Takes out 2. Finally falls to the baddest of the bunnies. But ultimately, Bofon's still tearing ahead of the pack, 11-6 so far. Abnormal over on the other side, 7-9, the closest comparison from the Last Devils lineup. But I think the numbers are definitely taking their toll. So you see Seltane hopping the barrier, getting killed mid-air and dying. MC5 to Haxel, that is the Invictus camo. Well, thank you for that information, MC5 to Haxel. You are a font of knowledge. So shiny and kind of orangey, kind of electric. Nice. TS1, no, there is no Haxel today because he's still up in Montreal visiting the Gameloft studios up there. Those are the developers of Modern Combat Versus as opposed to the Gameloft in Romania, who are the developers of the game you are viewing at the moment. So take a look across to Mr. OMGWTF Haxel on Twitter, which is his Twitter if you'd like to see some pictures of that. And I'm sure he's going to have a very neat video about his time up there because he's gone up as one of the best Modern Combat Versus players to kind of meet with the developers. It should be a lot of fun. There's a couple of photos up there. And Valence Red take game number 1. Not quite doubling up on Last Devils by the end of the game, but with a large enough lead to make it a bit of a formality. Viomaka, I think, is going to win the best dress competition with the Red Nose and the Invictus. No, sorry. I guess Invictus is the purple and orange one, which is being worn by both on. I don't know. Maybe you guys can let me know which one is which, or maybe we can just look it up myself. How silly of me. Alright, we'll be heading to a break. Mob Crush giveaway is still ongoing. Once the semi-finals are done, that Mob Crush giveaway will be concluded. Yes, Hacksaw does have the best hair in the world. So, please do stay tuned. We'll be back soon. Alright guys, let's get back into things. Last Devils versus Violence Red semi-final. Last time round, Violence Red dominated pretty hard on the museum. We'll see if the construction site holds a different fortune for the Last Devils from China. Violence Red from the USA will get taken down for the first bod though, as I think... Okay, I thought for a second there we were going to see the Last Devils operating with a 4-person roster, but I think it was an extra player dropping out. So Last Devils actually starting out pretty darn well here. Bofon's the first to get some kills. Seltane 2-on-1 so far, getting mixed up in close quarters with the Violence members. Comes a bit of a cropper out of the whole experience. Let's drop back in with Bofon again. Well, those big name players, though, Seltane takes them down in a sniper battle for the ages 5 and 5. Trips Yak Wufagu. Yes, this is best of 3 because we're in the semi-final stages. The only stage that's best of 5 is the grand finals themselves. Vio Izanub and Bofon. Vio Izanub has identified as Edwin with a little turtle. Not sure what the other Violence members think of having someone called Vio Izanub on the team, but hey. Alpha Wolf, the problem with iOS and live streaming. What's the problem with iOS and live streaming? Maybe it's something I'm not aware of. Bofon, another member of Violence Red, win out a 2v1 exchange down by the underpass. 5 minutes 20 left to play. Last Devil's doing a lot better than last time round. Seltane has got a very nice sniper spot there, just for the head and gun poking over the steps. Nice little bit of defensive tactics coming into play. Violence Red do seize the lead for themselves though. Bofon, yes, 95 tactics. I do agree that Bofon is, by definition, an OP sniper. 6 and 2 so far. Is about to get rushed, but takes out Seltane, I think even possibly by accident. If you hear the sounds of any crashing, that's because my cat Slipper is currently trying to climb. I understand why he's trying to climb up there. Just gonna see if I can distract him from trashing my room before he hurts himself or others, because he's less cat than he is panther, and he's almost as dangerous as Bofon is with a sniper rifle. Slim Tuber, Vio Izanub is Kai's. Actually, sorry, I'll be right back just a second. I'm just going to stop my cat from doing something he really shouldn't do. I'll just... Oh, never mind. He's given up on the idea. Excellent. It's a little bit like having a small child around, in that if you spot them doing something very dangerous, then I think it behooves you to make sure they do not do that. So let's see, will Slipper come and join me on commentary? I think he's thinking about it. Certainly if he is paid with enough scritches. Oh, never mind. Okay, he's not feeling like it today. Anyway, enough about my cat. Back to the game itself. Violence Red with a pretty compelling lead, ahead by 11 as across the halfway mark. Lunatic actually going to be the standout player. 11 and 4 so far. Now make that 12. Slamming down Mr. White there. And also managed to get a nice flank on Seltane. The sniper's dream, of course, is to have the opponent standing completely still because they too are trying to snipe. Certainly has led to the popularity of the Recon as the kind of counter class, able to quickly get around the side of a sniper. But still, when you're running straight down the sights, it's a pretty tough proposition. Seltane doing some nice work across there for the Devils, but I think the Devils may have... I'm trying to think of some little devil joke. Oh boy. Weirdest child, the cat can blow my cover and tell the FBI that you're streaming at Modern Combat 5 Warfare. I don't really understand what you mean, but... NZ takes out Vio Izanub and another Vio Red member. Could the Last Devil surprise us? They've got to get 15 kills in the time it takes Violence Red to get 5. It seems extremely unlikely. Violence Red already with one game in hand seem to stand poised to take our first grand final spot of the day. Destiny and Vol team ongoing at the moment. And there we have it. Violence Red take the swift 2-0. Just gonna let Winter know what's going on. Mob Crush giveaway remains in progress. Will end when we head to our grand finals. MVP is definitely going to go to Lunatic this time around. 17-6, extremely impressive individual performance. Alright guys, we will BRB as we look for our next game. It could be the grand finals, but if we can, we'll see if we can sneak into the Destiny Vol team semi-finals, as long as it's still going on. Either way, we'll be back soon, so please do stay tuned. Alright. Let's get started with our other semi-final. I've been led to believe that, well, this is definitely game 2. I've been told that Destiny won the first game. It's always a possibility that I may have been misinformed. But that's the assumption I'm going to go with for the time being. So, to recap, Violence Red have taken the first grand final spot. If Destiny win out here, they will be joining them in best of 5 competition. Killer players, your favourite team is Destiny and I'm hiding it from you. That's right, Killer players, I'm here primarily to tease you and your fam by making loud noises on your TV. Joining me on commentary is going to be Slipper, so you'll hear a kind of, well, I don't know, I'm not sure, this might actually be kind of loud. Let me guys know how loud my cat's purring is on stream, because he's quite happy at the moment and he's not afraid to show it. Destiny quite happy with themselves, 12-6, getting a very nice early advantage. Let's pop back in and see where those kills are landing. It's going to be Demonex, who will fall in the line of duty, but still getting a whole bunch of kills in a hurry. Shooting the floor. Apparently that floor did wrong Devonex in this life, or perhaps the previous one. NC5 to Hacks, your favourite team is ASM First Action. They were a very cool team. I would definitely like to see them return to action once more. If you'll excuse the... Let's move on. But yes, SNF First Action, great team. It's a shame that they are not playing anymore, though from what you've told me, MC5 to Hacks, some of their team members have at least made it into some of our new or more current teams, I'd say. Destiny dominating the early going, managing to again double up on Vol Team. Of course, these double ups are more and more significant as the game does go on. Your daughter shouted from the other room to stop that stupid laugh. Killer players, you have a fun family. Devon is known Harry and is member from the Emperor clan such as Sultan. I'm not quite sure what you mean there, MT5 to Haxel, but I take it that Devon is a pretty well established Modern Combat 5 player. Gets mixed up in close quarters action, will fall down. Destiny's still in a pretty commanding lead over the halfway mark as far as those kill numbers go. Not even before the halfway mark time-wise. Vol team in a lot of trouble here. The French team, Vol, against the American team Destiny, seems to be firmly in the control of Destiny, but we'll see if Vol can take matters into their own hands. Where are their kill numbers coming through? It's going to be Master, the Cobra Commander, who's going to get cut down. Oh, I see. So Devon, otherwise known as Harry, and Sultan are members from the EMP clan. Well, interesting. I didn't realise that people joined more than one group. But I guess that makes sense. Three minutes 15 left to play. Destiny still looking pretty good here. Vol team just hit the 25 kill mark, but they've to get 24 more kills in the time it takes for Destiny to get 8. Almost seems like a formality at this point. Devon's still looking for more sniper kills. They're going to pad those stats. Takes out Suthi, looking for one more. Takes out Master as well. I think Devon just styling at this point on the Vol team, who are very much beyond hope. Pirello goes down, one more kill. Who's it going to come from? Will it be Devon? No, it's Sultan taking out Surthy. That will be a very swift win, and that will also mean that we've got a completed grand finals. Destiny will be going up against Violence Red. Another great historical clash. Just letting Winter know. So, with that, our Mob Crush giveaway will come to an end. So, let's see. Our Mob Crush winner is... not quite sure how to say that one. Chico VTJ. Chico VTJ. if you can post your dog tag and platform, then we will see about getting you all them credits. So Chico, if you are still around, please post in your dog tag and a platform. We won't be able to do anything without both of those things. We'll be back with our grand finals, which is getting set up at the moment soon. So please do stay tuned. YouTube giveaway will run through the duration of the grand finals. Details will be going on screen in just a couple of minutes. Alright guys, looks like some admin work needs to be done before our grand finals can start. So if you'd like to kill a little bit of time on stream, then please do come and join me on conversion for a free-for-all. Also, for any of you guys who are watching, who are playing the tournament, if you'd like to do a favour for Winter and Soldier Girl when they're doing administrative work, if you could confirm your results as soon as possible, that will help them immensely, because it's a lot of work, I think, on their part to have to chase people about that. So even if you lose, Winter and Soldier Girl will appreciate you a lot more if you take care of them while they take care of you tournament administratively wise. Hopefully that made sense. If it doesn't, just say in the chat, and I'll try and phrase all of that in a bit more of a straightforward fashion. But myself and Slipper will be here till the end to bring you through. I'm going to see how loudly I can make Slipper purr to get him on mic. But I imagine it will just kind of come off like... It might just... actually, it's probably going to get picked up by my background noise filter, because when he's purring it's fairly consistent. So it probably just sounds like background noise. Oh well. So we'll see how many of you guys are still around would like to join in on proceedings. FBI Army Man will be the first to the field, but who else will come and join and compete on the grandest stage of them all, apart from, of course, the grand finals themselves. I think probably the various different platforms are going to start catching up on what I'm doing at the moment, so hopefully we'll get a few more people in. Well, welcome to the game. We'll get started once we've got about 6 people or so, and you can join in even after that point. So if... I know that the streams kind of run at different speeds from each other. I think the Facebook stream is a little behind. Yes, it's about 4 minutes behind, or maybe even a bit more than that. The YouTube stream. So even if you come to this and the game has already started, you can of course still join in. KN Heat or Heal? Is that supposed to be an L or a T? I think it could be either, but I guess it's more of an L than it is a T. So let's go with Heal. Killer, please, you'd love a map of Gilman security. Interesting. Definitely, send an email in about that. Again, I don't know if I've talked about this before, but it tends to be, as is the case with a lot of these companies, that if a company's already thinking about doing something and they get emails saying that people want to do it, it will encourage them. It won't tend to give them the idea if they weren't already thinking about it in some capacity. But hey, it's worth a try, honestly, because you're not going to know what game devs are thinking internally. And if it's a, if it's a single player map that already has most of its assets done, then yes, I don't see why it shouldn't be turned into a multiplayer map. It does take, it still takes quite a lot of work, but it's a lot better than starting over from scratch. Alright. Doesn't look like we've got too many people who are looking for a free-for-all right now, so we'll just get started. Killer players, yes. It is a bit of an issue. You kind of... It's definitely one of those things when you're working on a job for somebody else. There's only so many times you can kind of bring ideas to somebody, unless they're all amazing ideas, before it will start to seem like you're just spamming them. So yeah, I can understand that. Players, you don't really want to get into the position of having your emails be ignored because you're sending too many. So we've got a 4-man free-for-all to get started with. As I said before, there's no reason why you can't join in after the fact. In fact, we've already got a 5th player joining in while the game was loading, so that's pretty cool. FBI Army Man taking out a Vidian, going straight onto their 2nd target, but not perhaps the most likely to succeed, but hey. Again, Appreciating the British flag being displayed as FBI man. I think hit some cells with a grenade. Not the best thing. Javin Gaming. Oh, I didn't see you there. Nice to see you dropping by the stream. Nafabaz over on YouTube. Thanks for dropping by as well. Our grand finals are going to be starting up in just a few minutes. Winter, our admin for the day, is just sorting out a few things before that can happen. While we are waiting, we're just going to mess around on this free-for-all. Going up to 6 players, being joined by one as number 6, rocking the same icon as Caspier. And the tier 6. Unfortunately, Dauntless spawning in basically right on top of them. I don't know if they actually got telefragged there, or if it was just a case of being killed by somebody who spawned in. I don't know. That's not actually something which tends to come up very often, but do you guys know? Can you be telefragged in Modern Combat 5? Ah, okay. In Grand Finals news, we do have our pass key safely stowed away in our pocket. Which means we'll have to leave you guys to enjoy the rest of this free-for-all off stream. So, as has been promised, Violence Red versus Destiny Red coming up in just a few minutes. Alright guys, let's get started with our grand finals. Destiny from apparently Saudi Arabia. They used to be from the USA, but apparently from Saudi Arabia now. Against Violence Red from the USA. Best of 5 action, game 1 just getting started. Both of these teams have done extremely well so far. Violence Red beating out Confident and the Last Devils on their way here. Destiny taking out Bang Esports and Vol Team from France to get their own journey to the finals. Now all of that of course is history. It's all about this best of 5 and who's going to take that all important first game. I am aware that the Mob Crush winner I think never responded, so we will be redrawing that. The YouTube giveaway will of course be ongoing as the finals continue, concluding right at the end. Let's just double check. Yes, okay, yes, our Mob Crush winner never came back. Alright, we will definitely redraw over there. But for the moment, let's concentrate on the game. Diari starting off extremely well, going 4-0. Hopping across, sniping mid-air, will finally get taken down for the first time by Maka. Violence Red trying to punch their way back into this competition. Lunatic do some nice support work on their teammates. 3-0 so far. Some pretty nice work from both sides, though Destiny have come out a little bit ahead in the early going. Lunatic though finds Devon, gets taken out by Sultan in return. Who's right inside the scoreboard? It is going to be Diari with the best kill death ratio in the game right now. 6-1. A 10% accuracy. Still nothing to sniff at when you've fired off as many shots as Diari has. It's going to find a flank across onto another Violence Red member. It's going to be the Lunatic taken to pieces. Diari looking for more. Value is a number actually dropping out. Not good news for the Violence Red side at all. Maka getting another kill across for Violence Red. Lunatic as well, getting some nice work done before being traded back across. Violence getting nearly wiped off the map entirely. Of course, vastly more likely when they are missing a teammate. Caspier looking to try and put the point home to Devon. Won't manage it this time round. Devon gets a kill, gets traded back onto Maka, who falls in turn. Lunatic doing some pretty nice work across on the red team. Violence 8-3 so far, good accuracy rating. Buffon takes out Devon. Sultan returns the favour. 5 kills separating as Caspier goes down. Lunatic, I think, operating from maybe just a little bit too far away, does manage to take out Diari just before overloading and dying. Alright. Less than 4 minutes to go. Destiny still only ahead by 1 team fights, but Devon looking to try and extend that. 12-8 so far. Doing some nice work, getting things mixed up in close quarters with Maka. Will finally fall down, but Destiny creeping ever further ahead. Violence Red have been throwing everything at Destiny to try and eradicate that gap, but it just does not seem to be happening. We officially crossed halfway as Devon takes a celebratory kill. What do you guys think in the chat? Destiny certainly look like the odds-on favourite right now, but I'm still prepared to be surprised by Violence Red. Lunatic takes out Devon X. Diari seems to be the prime target to at least attempt to go after, but then you've got the age-old problem of the team deathmatch, which is that you get just as many points for going after the weakest player as you do the strongest. So is it better to try and farm weaker players, or is it better to try and kill the stronger ones on the opposing team and stop them from scoring? What do you guys think? Team Deathmatch has been around for a very long time in many different forms. This is merely the newest incarnation, deployed before your very eyes, much like these recon aircrafts coming out for Destiny. There's kill streaks coming in. Buffon gets a kill so much he blows the world open. Violence Red now behind by 7. Devon trying to catch up on Diari as far as sheer impact goes. But I think, I misspeak Devon actually. has not just caught up but eclipsed Diari. 17-3 so far, doing some crazy good work with the BSW. 2 minutes left to play. Destiny only need 3 more kills. Violence Red close behind. Grizzly gets one of those kills. Second one comes from Devon. Will the last one as well? No, Grizzly takes down both on. But that's game 1 of our grand finals. All done and dusted. Letting Winter know what's going on. So, over on the Mob Crush page, we're going to do a redraw. Our new Mob Crush winner is Kill Now Plus. So Kill Now Plus. Yeah, can't quite get it out. Congratulations? I almost make it work. I'm working on trying to actually speak in the duck voice, which is pretty hard to do. You want to give it to MT5 to Haxel? Sure. If that's what you want to do, then it makes very little difference as far as I am concerned. So, okay. Let's just change that over. Alright, MT5 to Haxel, if you can post your dog tag and platform. Yep, got your details there. Alright, so that means our Mob Crush giveaway is officially over. YouTube is the last giveaway standing. So hashtag finals is all you need to enter that. And we will be back with our game 2 of our grand finals coming up in 7 minutes time. Your ticket to the museum has arrived. A date with Destiny and Violence Red await you. Game 2. Begin! Destiny with Game 1 in hand. We'll see if Violence Red can change their fortunes this time around. The museum. Oh my god. The Lunatic. Just getting 3 kills in a row. Destiny starting out Game 2 extremely strong. Thank you guys for letting me know that I forgot to update the titles of the streams. To confirm, this is Red February Cup number 2. To apologise for anybody who was confused about which one it was they were watching. Hopefully it didn't impact your enjoyment too much or confuse you and end up sending you looking at the wrong bracket. Goodbye MC5 to Haxel. Good luck with your future endeavours. Catch you next week. Akatosh Command, there's been a bit of a delay on the credits being sent out in recent times. From what I've been told, they should be all going out next week. Diari and Demonex getting some nice close range work being done. Let's see who's getting those big numbers. It's actually Lunatic this time round, able to take a little bit of shelter amongst the statues and recover themselves. 3-1 so far. Very good individual performance by Bofon. Gets the work done. Lunatic and Caspier both get kills, more kills. And oops, well, good thing I noticed it a little bit earlier this time around. Let's swap over those team names because they are the wrong way around. So let's reset ourselves a little bit. Dead even between Violence Red and Destiny. So to reconfirm, Violence on the blue side, Destiny over on the red. I won't include the red part of either team's name because I kind of feel like it's just going to confuse things. So just Violence and Destiny. As was said in the chat a bit before, these are definitely teams that in the past we're used to seeing both Violence and Destiny in the finals for quite a string of tournaments. Lunatic, wow, goes 1v many and comes out of it not perhaps as intact as they would have liked, but still the score for Violence Red looking pretty good. Destiny lagging behind. Violence Red looking to try and redeem that Game 1 performance, show what they're capable of. It's been fascinating to see the team's approach to the museum evolve over time, as Diari takes themselves and a friend out with the slack. Diari dropping some heavy action so far, as Demonex takes out Bofon. Maka trades it back. Sultan gets a kill onto Maka in return. In fact, let's drop him with Sultan. I don't think we've spent any time with them yet. Rocking the Assault class so far. Pretty neat to see more of that. What do you guys think of the Assault starting to come back into competitive play? It seems to be working relatively well. Grizzly uses the lack though to score a couple more kills for the side of Destiny. Maka keeping Violence Red in contention. Gets a little tagged off the backside of that one, but able to disengage. Let's throw up the map and see what else is going on. Lunatic is about to have a close encounter. Survives it, but there are more Destiny members incoming. Madara iOS, thank you for letting me know before that the team names were the one way around. Should be all good from here on out. John Smith, can see you are a Violence fan. Certainly good news for the Violence camp, as Violence look to be pretty on track for trying to equalize up this grand finals. Miyu though, doing some nice close range work for the Destiny side with the BSW. Managed to get 2 untraded kills. Kill now players, you see Sultan in all tournaments using the KOG. That makes sense, honestly. I think it's definitely a preference kind of thing. Miyu lurking in the back. He's going to have a line of sight on their target, but blocked off by the terrain. Sniper battle ensues. Looking for just one bit of exposed flesh. But Nope, they're going to make a run for it. Lunatic, let's hop across the other side of the map, is doing amazing work for the side of Violence. 14 and 7 so far. Firing out shot after shot. Maka takes out Sultan. I think Lunatic did get tagged. Did get taken down by the Ari there. I thought it would almost manage to escape with their lives. Hashtag finals. It's the last giveaway entry. Kill now players, you were happy thinking Destiny was winning. Kill now players, you further uncover my grand schemes to troll you. I feel like I should feel bad about that, but honestly, that's kind of funny. John Smith, the giveaway on YouTube is very much not over. The Facebook, Mob Crush, and Twitch giveaways have all concluded, but YouTube will not be over until this series is done. It's looking like we're going to have a tied series as we head into Game 3. Destiny not quite able to find enough kills. They've got 42 seconds left to make me a wrong un. Grenade goes high. Maka gets the kill onto Sultan. And 3 more kills come Violence Red way. Any dreams of a last second turnaround for Destiny, I think, will have evaporated. Young God Davian, how am I today? I'm doing good. How are you, Young God? Caspier, dropping down some slack shots in the close range. I think it's going to be all over for the Screaming. Violence have actually dropped one of their members. But if anything, it's going to help because there's just less targets for Destiny who are making a last second resurgence, but it's not quite enough. Violence Red equalize. We are going to a Game 3. This best of 5 suddenly becomes a best of 3. It's not showing up anymore, but Lunatic definitely going to be the MVP from that round. We'll be heading to the break, and we'll be back soon with Game 3, Grand Finals, Violence Red versus Destiny, 1 apiece. This next game will change all that, and we'll have a favourite going into the last part of our Grand Finals. There we go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank everybody for watching. We are heading into game number 3 between Destiny and Violence Red. Violence Red surprising in game 2 on the museum, managed to equalize. What do you guys think? Now we head to the rooftops, to the turning point of the grand final. Which one of these teams will go up 2-1 game-wise and put the other team in the position of having to win game 4 or be eliminated in the finals? Saras taking a little bit of damage from Maka. Going to try and counter-snipe up there. I think it's run out of slack shells to be able to fire up into the ceiling. Unfortunately, I don't think that's doing enough wall damage. You can kind of see the explosion remnants on the ceiling there. I don't think it's doing quite enough to do anything but kind of put Destiny off for a little while. Vio's a nub, though. Going to join in, dropping one grenade right into the face of the opposing team. Honestly, it's a little... I've never quite seen this before. Heavies down the bottom trying to fire up at the top with shotguns. It's a little counterintuitive, but hey. Maka will actually help. Well, he's going to try and free the rooftops for the side of Violence Red. Unfortunately, that shotgun does need to be reloaded, does need to be fed. And ultimately, the rooftop remains in the hands of Destiny. Miyu rocking that thermal scope, particularly effective on the rooftops. The fog here coming into play for those long range shots. Lunatic though, oh my gosh, getting it 3 kills in with that bombing run. I don't think I've seen that one before, at least for a while. Pretty impressive stuff. Lunatic, we know, is going to be a big points source for Violence Red. Lunatic having more than half of the points on the Violence Red team in their possession. Rocking the lack so far, looking for another kill. Long range grenade goes to, I think, perhaps warn off that Destiny player. Let's check in and see how things are going on the other side. Miyu with the little doggy too icon down in the bottom left hand corner. Rocking the thermal scope on the BSW. Going to be able to keep on spotting out those extra targets. I'm starting to see a lot more of the thermal scope. Just so good for popping the opposing team out visibility wise. You're going to try and go for a target, but Devon's the one to take it elsewhere. Devon X, we've seen be dominant in other games, seems to have taken more of a back seat in this one, is also rocking the thermal sniper, but has yet to find those string of kills. Lunatic, though, speaking of string of kills, manages to grab another one for themselves. If anything, it's kind of a little bit convenient here, because Violence, we've kind of come across this idea before, for Violence Red, their fortunes are Lunatic's fortunes. So if Lunatic is getting kills, Violence Red are doing well. If Lunatic is getting kills, Violence are in trouble. Nice little play there from the Destiny side. Doing a kind of a running harassment there as one of the members ran across the top, fired down a couple of shotgun shots and ran off again before Lunatic could get the return damage in. Interesting strategy, and it worked out pretty well. Yes, Hero Gaming Simon, I'll have to check out your channel. Looks like it's in a language which I don't speak, Spanish, I guess. But maybe there's a couple of ones there. The Hero Gaming Simon, yeah, I'll have to check out your stuff. One of the things which I'd like to do with this stream is to support community content creators. So please, guys, do let me know if there's what kind of thing you think would work well as far as Gameloft promotion of YouTube channels. The kind of things which I've been trying to bear in mind is that it's not really going to be practical for anybody, including me, to really watch every video on somebody's channel to make sure that there's nothing unsuitable on there. But hey, I'd still like to try and push you guys forward and make sure that those people who are making good content get heard. Anywho, back into proceedings. Destiny ahead by a significant margin. Debonax stepping up in the later game. Looking to poke down and try and find a target. See if the thermal signature comes up. Maka taken out. I don't even see how Devon got that shot. Dropping down, looking for kill number 2. Will they find it? Close range fighting. Viozanob goes down. Destiny are in firm control of the game. 10 kills ahead. Caspier and Maka get a nice trade. Valorant's leaning very heavily on the heavy class in this game, trying to use the Slack and the shotgun to deal with the snipers. Been, I think, a bit too much for an Ask Me, showing the one-shot, one-kill power of these sniper rifles. Makes it tough to deal with if you go head-to-head, especially down a limited field of view like a corridor. Maka and Caspier getting some kills through Violence, starting to come alive a little bit in the Grand Finals Game 3, but I think it's going to be vastly too late. DRE gets 1 kill through. Let's check in with them. Gonna drop down some Slack damage and keep the good times rolling for Destiny. Slipper has come to join in on the commentary, sitting down my feet. You can definitely sense that Destiny are close to closing out this game 3. 5 seconds left to go. Violence Red gonna need to spend some time thinking about what they're gonna do for game 4, because now Destiny stand poised to become our champions. Alright, we will be heading to the break. YouTube giveaway again will end when the finals are over. We have to say goodbye to our admin Winter, who has to run. Soldier Girl will be taking over admin duties, so you might catch her in the chat. But for now, we'll be heading to a wee break, and we'll be back soon. Welcome back, everyone. The Violence Red vs Destiny Grand Finals stands on a knife's edge. Violence Red need to win this game on the streets, or Destiny will take their place as our champions of the day. Please do show your support in the chat and keep getting your hashtag finals in as well, because if Destiny win out here, the YouTube giveaway and the tournament will be over at the same time. Zentic MD5, I'm not sure of all of the details of the Game Loft Montreal trip that Haxor has gone on. I believe it had to do with being one of the top players. So maybe, in answer to your question, Zentic, I'm afraid you probably have to ask him to get the full details. Anywho, back to our game for Grand Finals. Destiny managing to equalise, or at least get close to equalising, but Lunatic and the rest of the Vio squad with extreme motivation to keep up the pressure on Destiny in the early going. 1 minute in, 17, now 18 kills down, but dead even between the two. What do you guys think? Will it be Destiny? Will it be Violence? Will we be going to a game 5? Mew and Grizzly gonna do their darndest to make sure that doesn't happen, as Brams with the pistol fighting at perhaps a little long range there against Devon X on the sniper rifles. Both one gets a tray kill back. We're still even at the 2.5 minutes done mark, or 1.5 minutes done mark. Brams rocking the heavy. Let's see where the big scorers are. It is, as expected, going to be Lunatic. We're just waiting for them to respawn. We can join them on their journey of mass annihilation. Yes, ZIM Gaming, you definitely don't flood the channel with hashtag finals. Just a single one is enough. I will time out people who spam excessively, so please don't do it. Just a single time is enough to get you entered in. That sound effect is super gross. Mew getting things mixed up in close quarters will take a whole bunch of slack damage though, and I think Grizzly went for a melee kill, did end up getting traded across as well. Violence Red with a 2-kill lead. Destiny still giving up thanks to Diari, dropping on that slack damage, now taking the high ground with the shotgun, ducking back downstairs, going to go around this corner into Violence Red. Perhaps they think the better of it. The clash is coming. Diari, explosions, I think, giving all the clues Diari needs that perhaps going that direction is a little bit more dangerous than they're prepared to countenance at this juncture. Diari, no, he's going to go in anyway, drops down the slack damage, can't quite finish the job, goes in anyway, taking down an extremely low Maka, the one to get that kill, goes down to 33% health. Look at all of those explosions all over the wall, so many explosives in this tight corridor, extremely lethal, but Violence Red come up the best of that exchange. ZIM Gaming. Actually, I'll put it in the chat. Alright, anyway, that particular issue, I'll come back to that in a bit. I'll let ZIM Gaming perhaps process through mid-message, as Maka gets some work done with the slack in close quarters, still incredibly close between these two teams. I was going to say only one kill separating, but it's even closer than that, dead even. It's so incredibly unlikely for these two teams to have the same amount of kills, but that's the situation we are facing now. Violence Red with a slight edge. Maka takes themselves out, which could be a deciding point. But Macca's back, swinging into things once again. Violence Red still ahead by 1. 2 minutes left to play. Macca gets the kill. And a second one on Diari before finally going down. Destiny far back. Grizzly getting 1 kill back. Devon next and Grizzly keep it even. 46 to 46. We're coming down to the wire on this game for the finals. Destiny sneak ahead by 1 kill. Miyu and Grizzly both getting kills. Caspier only gets 1 in return. Sultan takes down both on. It's going to be 1 more kill, but where is it going to land? Not from here. Devonex, the one to do it. Destiny stake away game number 3. They are our champions of the day. Oh boy, that was quite the wild ride. Devonex going to win out the most kills, but it's going to be Grizzly who's going to be the one to get the best kill-death ratio in the game, so they will take our MVP. It's not just about getting the kills, it's about not dying as well. Destiny must be extremely pleased with that. It looked way too close to call there. Whew. Hope you guys have been enjoying things so far. We will be back next week. I believe our monthly finals will also be taking place next week, so keep your eye on the ESL page for updates on when everything is happening, because it will be switched around from the normal arrangements. But yes, once more, congratulations to Destiny for becoming our Champeringos. They will, of course, get themselves those 100 euros, as well as the honour of being the best of the Red February Cup number 2. Additionally, this will get them a bunch of seeding points for those monthly finals coming up soon. So yes, Hero Gaming Slammy Android is next weekend. It's not confirmed exactly when it will be, but keep an eye on the ESL page, and it will be updated as once you see the finals information go up on the ESL page. That's when you know that it should be pretty much final. All right. Phew. So let's draw our YouTube winner. Our YouTube winner is Hammer Adil. Hammer Adil, if you are still around, if you could post your dog tag and your platform, then you will be in receipt of 400 credits. Should be the next couple of weeks when they get sent out to you. I will hang around in the chat just in case Hammer Adil doesn't come back in the next 5 minutes or so. But as far as the tournament is concerned, we are done and dusted for the day. Congratulations once more to Destiny. Hopefully, Hammer, you are still here. But either way around it, we'll catch you guys next weekend. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon.